Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we're talking all things pop culture. Today, it's time for another movie review. Now, growing up, anytime I'd hear one of my favorite video games was being made into a movie, I get excited. There were movies like Super Mario Brothers, Double Dragon, Street Fighter, and Doom. But then we saw those movies and unfortunately, we were all pretty disappointed by the outcome. But today, it's a new day. We're gonna look at Sonic the Hedgehog in 2020. Now, does this movie just go after collecting your gold rings, or does this movie set a new precedent for video game movies going forward? The movie stars Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic, James Marsden as Tom Wachowski, or as Sonic refers to him as, the Donut Lord, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and is directed by Jeff Fowler. Now, if you're familiar with pretty much any Sonic the Hedgehog video game, you know about those little gold rings he's always going around and collecting. Well, here in this movie, those gold rings are used as a teleportation device. While he's on his homeland, it's in a lot of trouble, and he has to use one of those rings to teleport to safety, and he teleports to Earth. Now, while on Earth, he stirs up quite a bit of trouble getting the attention of the US government, but the government is stumped as to what could be causing the chaos. That's when they call in their secret weapon, Dr. Robotnik. Jim Carrey does a brilliant job bringing the sinister Dr. Robotnik out of video game form and onto the big screen, giving him a lot of life. Now, he has some of those Ace Ventura mannerisms in this movie, but not too much. He's funny, but not over the top either. Now, when the first trailer dropped for Sonic the Hedgehog, let's just say the character's design was not very good and people were furious, and they let their thoughts known to Paramount Pictures. But I have to give the movie studio a lot of credit. They listened to the feedback, they redesigned the character, and I think it really prevented this movie from bombing. And not only from bombing, but I think it's gonna pay off big time if you look at the first weekend's box office numbers. In addition to the redone character design, everything else this movie studio did with the Sega Mascot is great. He's full of life and definitely full of lots of energy. I have to give the studio a lot of credit for taking a video game character, taking him to a movie, and making him brilliant. Now, as soon as this movie ends, don't just jump out of your seat and run out of the theater. While you don't have to wait to the end of all the credits, there are 2 short movie clips that let us know that Sonic's adventure is not over just yet. Now, I rate my box office movie releases in 3 categories. Number 1, go out and see it now. Number 2, wait for streaming. Number 3, completely skip it. I'm gonna give Sonic the Hedgehog the big number 1. This movie was a lot of fun, and I'm glad the movie studio listened to the audience, or a lot of people would have probably protested this movie just off the fact of his look alone, and that would have been a big mistake, because this movie is a ton of fun. It had me laughing, it had me enthralled the entire movie. It's a definite must go out and see. Alright guys, did you see Sonic the Hedgehog the movie? Leave me a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and guys, make sure you subscribe here to the channel for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.